what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and today I'm going to be talking about a movie that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been waiting to hear my thoughts on. Hold on, I'm trying to get a little piece of information up real quick for this movie. All right. Y'all already seen the thumbnail. Y'all know what it is. I'm talking about the Fantastic Four. Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't ready for that. I'm talking about the Fantastic Four First Steps. That's right, the MCU's introduction to the Fantastic Four. Before I get into this review, which is going to be a fun one, I want to remind you guys, go ahead and hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel. Not already subscribe. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I was about to say something about, and I got some really cool stuff coming up as well. So make sure you stay tuned to the YouTube channel. And we're also on TikTok. So stay tuned for that. We do trailer reviews, other mini reviews, all different types of stuff. So just tap in, stay subscribed, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into this. So the Fantastic Four is, I'm not going to hold you. That's the real thing I like about this movie, right? So I'm going to start right there. I love the fact that they had the damn choir singing some damn Fantastic Four. Like, that shit was hard. I'm not gonna hold you. That shit was hard. Like, even in the trailers, that shit was hard. I was like, yo, like, who else can you do that with? You get the Spider-Man. No, it don't work. Iron, no. Hulk, no. Cap, no. It don't work with nobody else. It worked perfectly with the Fantastic Four. Shout out to Michael Giacchino, who's the composer on this movie. He did. I mean, that shit rocks, bro. That shit goes so hard. Unfortunately, that is one of the only three things that goes hard in this movie. And I'm being generous when I say that. So it is no secret to anybody who's seen me pop up on other shows or anybody who's talked to me personally. It's no secret that I've not been the biggest fan of Fantastic Four First Steps. I know, boo me, bring it in. Boo, are you booing loud enough? Please, yes, please do. I'm sorry. Like, I know a lot of people like this movie. I know a lot of people fuck with this movie. I'm not one of those people, okay? Like, and respectfully, I'm not one of those people. Now, there was a period of time where I was gonna like rank all the Fantastic Four movies and say, you know, which one was the best and which one's the worst, but I don't feel the need to do that. I will say, for those of you who are wondering, where do I think that this movie stands, and I'm getting this out the way now so I can talk about the movie proper. I think this movie, compared to the other Fantastic Four movies, it does stand. It's definitely better than the 2015 whatever the fuck Fan Four stick we got there. So that one I'm not really worried about comparing this movie to, because Fan Four stick it was terrible. It was bad. Okay, I didn't like that movie at all. I paid to see that movie in the theaters, and I was with a group of my friends, and we left out of there. We say, I was like, yo, this is the worst piece of shit I ever seen in my life. So I don't fuck with Fan Four stick. That was bad. But this is somewhere in between the first Fantastic Four and the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Like, this one was like right in between those two for me personally. So now that I've gotten that out of the way, allow me to explain why. So this movie, this follows the Fantastic Four. They're on a different Earth 828, if I'm not mistaken. So this is part of the multiverse saga, of course, which was, you know, when you look in hindsight, yes, I gotta clean my glasses up for this one. When you look in hindsight at the whole multiverse saga, which is wrapping up next year with the year after next with Secret Wars, I gotta say, like, conceptually, having this set on another Earth was one of the things I did like about this movie, right? Because, and it's one of the things that they should have really thought about trying to capitalize on during the whole multiverse saga, have different movies set on different Earths so that when the time comes for the multiverses to collide, we're not going to do what I feel like they're going to do and rush things or like over explain things or like try to hand wave things away when you could have just shown different universes and given something more fun or whatever the case may be. But I get it. I'm not a Hollywood exec. I don't make these decisions. So I'm just a fan. I'm just somebody who watches these things. I'm a fan. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not like us way though. I just wanted to, I'm sorry. All right. I put myself there. Anyway, so this movie follows the Fantastic Four on Earth 828. Their origins still the same. They went up to space, got hit by cosmic rays, developed these superpowers. Ben Grimm turns into a rock monster known as the Thing. Johnny Storm turns into is able to turn into and control fire. He's known as the Human Torch. Sue Storm has the ability to turn invisible as well as create force fields, and she's known as Mrs. Fantastic, or the Invisible Girl. And then you have Reed Richards, the man himself, who develops the ability to stretch beyond your wildest beliefs, any part of his body, and he is known as Mr. Fantastic. And together, again, they form the Fantastic Four. On this earth, they're the only superheroes. They've been heroes for 4 years. They've been the protectors of Earth. You're fighting countless villains, all of which, honestly, and this is like one of my first big issues, is that I wish that they would have showed them fighting the bad guys more. I wish this would have been something that was focused more on them fighting this obscure rogues gallery that they have, because they do have some interesting villains. And speaking of an interesting villain, we got B coming to the stage.
Hello, sorry for the lateness.
Nah, it's not fine, but it's okay.
Okay, Whitney.
Everybody, everybody. Now I was just really going over just the basic plot of the Fantastic Four and just some of the things that I liked about it. I literally just started getting into the movie, so you came just in time. I was talking about how it was set on Earth 828, and I was talking about how the beginning we get this montage of them fighting different villains, which is something that I wish I was able to see. Before I ask you of your opinion on that, just so you can hop in, I do want to ask you real quick, because I said earlier where I placed this Fantastic Four movie in the what's my ranking for this amongst the other theatrically released Fantastic Four movies. I said for me, this lands right between the first one and the second one, The Rise of the Silver Surfer. This movie sits right in between those two. What about you? Do you have like a place that you would rank this amongst the Fantastic Four movies, or you're not too familiar with them, or?
I do not have a place that I would place them, but I would rather watch the Michael B. Jordan version than watch this one again.
Blasphemy! 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 Have you really? We're gonna get. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna next year. We're going to review that movie, because if you think that movie is better than this one,
and do
no. Absolutely not. Absolutely. And if for some reason, I will put this, if for some reason I find the 2015 Fantastic Four better than the 2025 Fantastic Four, I don't know. We'll come up with a bet. Let me know.
Come up with the bet.
What's the bet? What should we put on the line? We're gonna place this on the line. We're gonna put something on the line. Okay, we gotta find something to put on the line, but we will put something on the line. How about $10?
10 smackers.
You know what? Just to keep the theme of fours, $40. $44. I bet you $44. If I find that the 2015 one, if I come out of that one genuinely saying that it was better than Fantastic Four First Steps, I will give you $44.
I will accept that bet.
Okay. All right. Cool. Great. So y'all heard it here first. Stay tuned. Next year we will be talking the 2015 Fantastic Four with a lot on the line. So that said, getting back to Fantastic Four First Steps, let's take the first steps and they actually getting this review finished. I found the pun, but so like I said, I would have liked to have seen them fight those villains that they showed in the montage. I would have liked to have seen that, and apparently there was things on the cutting room floor that had that, but that's neither here nor there. I don't want to get into that because that's just gonna make me that's gonna really sway my opinion then. But I would have liked to have seen that though, because where we go after that whole great montage, it was a great opening, I will say that. We then go from Fantastic Four to,
which they never did, but go ahead.
They kind of did. They did it once. They did it once in the entire movie. They did it once. They did it once, and that was in the beginning during the montage. It's like Fantastic Four, and that was it. That was it.
Okay.
But and I actually kind of messed up too. We actually start the movie by finding out that Sue Storm is pregnant. So that's one major thing I got to put out there too. But B, what did you think about that opening montage? Did that get you excited for a movie that you thought you were gonna get, or was that just nothing for you?
It was just an opening montage. It didn't. It didn't get me excited. I don't know. I kind of actually. I think maybe I was just biased because I kind of went into it after seeing like the trailer and everything, and I just felt like I was not going to like this here movie.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
I just went for the plot.
Is there anything that you would have liked to have seen play out that was in the opening montage that that maybe you saw and was like, huh, I would have liked to have seen that play out in the movie a little bit more.
Um, no, no, I don't think. No, I don't think so.
Hmm. Mine was the fight against the apes. I just would have liked to have seen that because I just feel like because the setting is like a retro futuristic thing,
Hmm.
and I just feel like them being like retro 50s type thing or whatever, kind of like the Incredibles or whatnot. I
Okay.
just really feel like them fighting evil monkeys would have been a really good movie. I think it would have been way more. Honestly, any of those montage fights would have been better than what we got.
Probably.
Okay? I'm be real with you. Um, but from there, we start getting the plot kicking off, which is they're pretty much, and this is one of the things I don't like about this movie. I will be honest with you, is that
Hmm.
a lot of this movie is just them preparing for the baby. They don't do anything fantastic
Right.
during the first 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes of this film. They do nothing fantastic. They are preparing for the baby. Reed's freaking out. Johnny just like is there. Ben's just there, and that's what I don't like. It feels like the characters are just there for me. And I I was telling you this that when I was watching this recently, it's on Disney Plus now. For those of you who want to watch it at home or whatever, but one of the things that I was trying to figure out is where I was landing with the performances of the cast. We have Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. You
Hmm.
have what's the Ebon Moss Betsy. Now I gotta read the name. I was trying to go without Joseph Quinn is the Human Torch. Um, yeah, bring him up. Why is he not coming up on here? You see, you can't trust Google. Um, damn, it really. Oh, Ebon Moss Backrack. Okay, I was close. Ebon Moss Backrack.
Hmm.
As as Ben Grimm, aka the Thing. And then you got Julia Gardner, who was just in Weapons, another movie we talked about earlier during BrickWall Horror. Make sure you check out that review. Julia
Yep.
Gardner played the Silver Surfer. Um, let's see. And then you also had Ralph Ineson as Galactus, who we will talk about in just a few. Um, but yeah, nah. I don't really know. Like the cast was fine, I guess, but it's just like it just felt like everybody was kind of there, and
Hmm.
it just like there was really I didn't find myself really like gravitating towards any particular character. I wasn't completely phased by their motivations. Whenever they were in peril, I didn't really like flinch at all. Like I was just like, oh, look at that conflict.
It was just like everything was just happening. It
Yeah,
wasn't like
everything was happening. Like, and that's again, like I said, that's one of my problems with this movie is that it's just things just happen and it all revolves around Sue being pregnant.
right.
And that's one of I mean, what about you? Do you have anything I mean, you sound like you're on the same page as me, but you have anything you add or?
Mm, I don't know. I kind of, for as intelligent as Reed Richards was supposed to be, there was not a lot of that being shown, in
No,
my opinion.
no. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was just like I don't know what it was about him playing that role of Reed Richards. It just it's I don't
No,
know.
I don't think any of the characters, aside from Galactus and Silver Surfer, kind of like gave me, okay, this is their character.
Right.
And I know I told you before we even saw the movie that even though the thing, whole rock body was a more comic book accurate to everything, I hated it.
That that's fair. That is fair though. And I know I gave you a hard time about that previously, but after watching this movie again and because all right, full disclosure, when I saw this in the theaters, I fell asleep. I fell asleep. And one of my complaints of this movie when I first saw it was that how did I fall asleep, wake up, and they're still having the exact same
Same
conversation?
yes.
And I've watched this movie. Now I watched this movie twice since it's been on Disney Plus, just because I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Because I wanted to give this movie a fair chance. Being my round, I wanted to give this movie a fair chance. I
Yes, you
wanted
even watched it two more times.
I watched it two more times. I came up off the brakes just a little bit, but every time I thought about it, I was like, that actually was not very good though. Like it wasn't because it's like I was like I mean, it looked pretty. I will say that. I will talk about the look. B, you mentioned the how the thing was comic book accurate, and he was. And a lot of the world was not just comic book accurate, but the set design, the character design, the
Yep.
costume designs, the some of the visual effects and stuff like that. It was really nice. It looked great. The movie looked great. The costumes, I will never take that away from. This is one of the best looking comic book films that
Yeah.
we had this entire year, and are in quite some time. This is one of the best looking comic book films I can say I've seen probably ever, probably ever. But it's just bogged down by a bullshit plot. It's literally a bullshit plot
Yeah,
because,
I
like,
just, if there was more going on besides, yes, she was pregnant and, everybody was just so excited. The whole world was excited. Well, maybe not the whole world, but the whole city was so excited for this fantastic baby. And
baby.
it's like that's kind of like all it was really about was this fantastic baby. Then the Silver Surfer came after she announced that she was pregnant. And they're like, "Oh, you can go ahead and save us from Galactus." No, no, they couldn't.
No, not with that bullshit. And you know what? I'm gonna get to that fight too. But you brought up Galactus, which is actually the next major thing that happens in the goddamn movie. Is the Silver Surfer played, like I said, by Julie Gardner, who is the female version of the Silver Surfer, not the male version. Because again, it's set on a different Earth and blah blah blah. Whatever you want to do, I don't really care that it's male or female. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
It's
Like
silver.
it's the Silver Surfer. I'm not a stickler for that because I didn't read comic books growing up. I know Silver Surfer had his own comic book runs. I know he had his own television series. I know he was one of the most popular characters to come out of the Fantastic Four mythos. But I don't know how cool he is outside of Galactus is coming and I have a surfboard. Like I don't know. I'm sorry. So I mean, but yeah. So Silver Surfer comes to the Earth and is like, "Yo, Galactus is coming. Say your goodbyes. Pray to your God. Love your loved ones. Whatever. Because Galactus is gonna come and eat this planet. Y'all gonna die." And so what the Fantastic Four do is they go into space to try to talk to Galactus, try to negotiate something else. And I gotta say this goes into my comment about this being one of the best looking comic book films because you could not have told after Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, where they bullshitted us through Galactus by just having a giant fucking cloud. Okay, could not have told us that we would live in the timeline where we actually got to see live action Galactus, comic book accurate live action Galactus on screen. Like,
I
I
think
wanted to see it, and it was cool. Like, and so many people, they didn't get to see it, but I mean, it's we're holding it
I
down.
think that was the most action, getting to Galactus and then leaving Galactus
Yeah,
was the
you know
most
what?
action part of
I
that
gotta agree
movie.
with that. I have to agree with that because them going into space wasn't necessarily it, but like when they were going up to the one planet and was already being destroyed, and then
Yeah.
the funny part about it is when Galactus was scanning the ship and it stops on Sue's stomach because
Hmm.
and honestly, this on the entire part with Galactus can be summed up with one iconic movie scene, and that is Austin Powers, the spy who shot that bastard's introduction into the film when he meets Mini Me. And he says, "Oh, is that a baby?
Right.
Come here, little baby. I'm gonna eat you. I want my baby back ribs. I want my baby back ribs." That entire scene, I shit you not. That entire scene, Fat Bastard's obsession over getting Mini Me, is exactly what Galactus.
Yes.
That's the Galactus plot. Because, like, especially from the tractor beams, like, oh, that's a baby? Yo, that baby's strong. Because Galactus, like, yo, that
He's
baby's
like,
strong.
I need that baby.
I need that baby because I want to get off this chair. I want to go explore the universe. I can't do shit.
He's like, I want to go eat more planets. I need that baby.
No, he said, I want to get rid of this appetite. I don't want to do this shit no more. Give me the baby, the only one strong enough to do this shit. Put the baby in the seat. Put the baby in the seat. I want to get up. I want to leave. Like,
He's like,
so
no, be old in that chair. Like,
right. Galactus
you
is so mad up there
you
in that
just mad. You're mad because nobody liked you. Like, go somewhere.
going around eating planets. You ain't gonna find nobody strong enough to take the seat. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Why don't you go damn talk to Mephisto or something? Shit, you better call up Dr. Strange. Shit.
Right. Go have a conversation with Dormammu.
Right, something. Shit. Talk to somebody else. Damn. I mean, I know there ain't no other heroes on this earth, but shit. Find something. Figure something out. So, but yeah, no, honestly though, that's really what happens though. Like they go up there, Galactus is like, yo, give me the baby, I'll spare your planet. Obviously, they're just like, no. Like, oh, word? I'm gonna take the baby, then I'm gonna come fuck your planet up. And I'm gonna take slow bites, big old slow bites. I'm gonna be like the dude that danced in the video. Shark bite!
Oh, please stop it.
He's gonna get up and dance.
No. No.
Nah,
I hope you edit that part out.
So after that, they pretty much just like they end up going back down they end up going back to Earth, and they tell everybody like, hey, listen, Galactus wanted the baby. So we told him no.
She came back with the baby.
Huh?
You forgot the part she came back with the baby.
Oh yeah,
that was intense. That whole scene. The Silver Surfer was like, "I'm gonna take the baby." Whether you want
like we said, like that whole it was like, and
he's like, "Go into warp speed." You had the baby in warp speed.
She did. She did that baby warp speed. I think Galactus triggered the birth and everything. Like,
yeah,
like that was a stressful ass situation. Like they was
like, I'm not ready. I don't care.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, no, run that baby. Hold on, let me help you out real quick. All right, there we go. Galactus was a real nigga though. He would have actually just like found a way to just snatch the baby out without her even knowing. Like,
he gonna let her give birth.
Give birth to the baby, like nah. But yeah, so she ends up giving birth to the baby in space, and that's a whole thing. And then they get back down to Earth, and they tell the people what happened, and pretty much everybody's like, "Yo, fuck that baby. We want to live."
They're like, we don't know that baby.
How old is he? Shit, y'all can make another one. Y'all
Right.
superpowers. Y'all
That's
got
the same thing. That's the same thing Galactus said. Y'all have another one. Like, just give me that one.
what's so special about that one? Shit, just go have another one. This one too
Right.
powerful for you anyway.
I'm
Shit.
like, your world is gonna be spared. Make more. Like,
Right. I'm gonna spare you, bro. He too strong for you anyway. Shit. He better off sitting in this damn chair. Come on now. Y'all can't do shit with that. Give me that baby. Run that baby. So yeah, so it's pretty much and then the whole like what mid part of the movie, like it gets about like an hour 40 something minutes, and they're still talking about whether or not they're gonna give the baby to Galactus. Like, and it's literally this is what made me mad about the movie in the theaters. I'm like, how do I fall asleep, wake up, and then like not miss anything
right.
significant? Like I missed a couple of like cool things or whatnot, but like conversation wise, plot wise, I didn't miss a goddamn thing. Cause like they freaking was like, what do we do about the baby? Oh, we can't give up the baby. Oh, we need to find a way. How are we gonna do that? I don't know. What are we gonna do? Well, I mean, Reed, Sue, Johnny, Ben. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna do? Eventually, they decide to use the baby as bait.
Well, first, they downplayed Johnny. He was the only one that really was sitting there trying to have a
Yo,
plan.
on some real shit, Johnny was the only one really coming up with an actual solution. He was like, yo, why don't we try to figure out what she's talking about in her language so that
Right.
maybe we can try to figure something different out completely. To
Sat
which,
there for he sat there for days trying to listen to that dang.
yeah, I still don't even know how, like, is that even really even possible to decipher an entire language based off of just a couple of key phrases? It has to be.
Absolutely.
It has to be. And that's very
Absolutely.
interesting that he was the one that did it, because traditionally people don't really always see Johnny as the smartest guy in the room.
No,
As
he's
he
more
just,
like the ladies' man. He
yeah,
just
more
wants
like a
to.
ladies man. So they traded in ladies man for an ambitious underdog member of the team, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know, but he figured out what Silver Surfer was talking about and whatnot, and found out a way to try to communicate with her. But at first, before they even tried to use the baby as bait, their whole plan was there's an episode of SpongeBob, right? Where it was the worm, right? The
Uh-huh.
Alaskan bull worm. And they were trying to figure out how can they save Bikini Bottom from getting attacked by this worm. To which Patrick says, why don't we take Bikini Bottom and move it somewhere else? Which is exactly what Reed Richards says. Why don't we take the Earth and move it somewhere else?
Yes.
To which that's their entire plan. It's like, nah, we gonna move, and Galactus not gonna find us for a long time. Okay, by the time he finds us, we gonna fuck him up. So
So what do they do?
they build a whole bunch of transportation or teleportation things around the planet to help sustain it so that they can move it. But
Mind you, he doesn't even know if the transportation is going to work because he.
he
Where are
only
you gonna?
ever tested it on an egg.
Yeah.
He only ever tested it on an egg, which I felt was like, okay, that's a jump from an egg to a planet.
Right.
But the funniest thing about that though is the Silver Surfer came through like, my job is on the line. My job is on the line, and then
She was like, you thought we wasn't going to know what you was doing? Like,
he
you
said,
got them all,
"Oh,
all
you."
charged up except for one.
So yeah, so I mean that, and then through that you get the Silver Surfer's origin story, and then fast forward, we get Galactus coming down, big epic, not even epic, just a big tussle over who's gonna take the baby or how the baby's gonna get taken. Of course, they defeat him. The baby brings so this is one of the cool parts too. Sue Storm turned up. I will
Yeah.
get to that. Sue Storm turned up by holding Galactus back and whatnot, but she ends up sacrificing her life through that. The baby brings her back to life. Ooh, spoiler alert! I know, but um, I don't care. This is one of the movies I don't like, so I'm going to spoil it. But and I mean, all is well in the world, and then you get to the post credit scene, which is full of shit. We'll save that one, but let's double back to the movie as a whole, though. Like, we gave you the basic rundown of the film, and throughout it, you can see like this just it, nothing happened in this movie. For this to be the movie that comes at the penultimate time of the infinity, not the infinity, the multiverse saga for the MCU and all that shit. This movie did nothing. This movie did nothing. For the Thunderbolts, oh, I'm taking it back to the Thunderbolts review. For the
Yeah.
Thunderbolts to have the post-credit scene to which I sat through them damn credits for that god dang on post-credit scene to tease the Fantastic Four spaceship. A post-credit scene that I didn't even think made sense. Okay, if y'all
Right.
want to know how mad I was about that, go check out my Thunderbolts review. Okay, go check out our Thunderbolts review because I ranted and raved about that in the worst way possible. For that to have been that post-credit scene, it meant nothing.
Because it didn't even tie into the
It did
actual
not
movie.
tie into this movie, not even a little fucking bit. Not even a little bit. So I was already mad about that. Right? By the time we get to the end of the movie, I'm like, well, what the fuck was the point of the Thunderbolts just taking a fucking Fantastic Four break? What the fuck was that?
Right.
So I don't know, man. I mean,
And you know how excited people were when that came up?
yeah, people, man, we was in
They
the
was
theater, we
up.
saw the Thunderbolts, man. We was in the theater, they showed that Fantastic Four shit, said Fantastic Four. Everybody was like,
People was
oh, oh.
clapping and shit.
Yeah, clapping, screaming, cheering. I'm sitting there like, yo, what the hell is wrong with everybody? This ain't exciting. What the fuck? So I'm like, well, you know what? And I think I even said in the Thunderbolts review, I said, you know what? Maybe when the Fantastic Four comes out, the post-credit scene will make sense, and I'll actually be more excited for it. Boy, was I
But
wrong.
guess what?
This post-credit scene pissed me off even more. But before that, we're gonna talk about the movie as a whole. Okay. Um, I was already on track by saying this movie was boring. And I lightened up on it a little bit when I was rewatching it, just because I saw some of the action set pieces that I didn't see when I first saw the movie. Obviously, I was KO. But
You
even
missed the
with
mole
those,
man and everything. Like,
yeah, I didn't see the part with the mole man. The mole man was funny as shit. That
yeah.
dude was hilarious, man. He was funny. But I mean, outside of that, man, like this movie really was just a big old nothing burger in my eyes. Like this movie was really just about introducing Franklin Richards to the MCU so that they can use him in Doomsday. And I mean, that's cool and all, but like the Fantastic Four, like I said, just weren't fantastic. And I've said this when I did an appearance on the Was a Good Though pod when they talked about Marvel Zombies. I've said it to people outside in my regular everyday life, and I'm gonna say it here to y'all right now on this here YouTube, man. What the fuck was Mr. Fantastic even doing? Like
Nothing.
Mr. Fantastic was Mr. Midtastic. This was the Midtastic Four, 0 steps, because it
And
took
you
0 steps
know,
to nothing.
the thing was definitely missing from a lot of the movie.
Oh my gosh. And this is why I don't want to get into the deleted scenes and shit like that, because apparently there was a whole subplot centered around the thing that they just cut.
Cause it's like he was barely even there. And then I'm thinking, you know how in the other movies he actually like found love and he had like a whole side story with a
Right, right.
female.
Yeah,
That's what I'm thinking was gonna happen when he went to that school, and then just nothing came of the school. So I'm like,
but that
where
no, go ahead.
I'm like, so where was he the entire thing? Like he just wasn't there except for a couple times out of action scenes, maybe quote unquote action scenes.
And then he did the bare minimum. He didn't do anything cool. The it's clobbering time thing that they did in there was just so, oh my god. It was just so like what? Like it was just like,
Yeah,
and what B was saying about just like Ben or the thing just being there, that applies to all the characters. mainly the titular four. The titular four characters were just there.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, this felt like when you watch a movie and they're making a movie in the movie. This is what it felt like. It felt like I
Hmm.
was watching, like I don't know. It felt like I was
It was
watching.
like a dress rehearsal.
Yeah, it's like I was watching a dress rehearsal. And no, not to the actors and the actresses because they're fantastic in their own things. Like I love Ebon Moss Backrack in the fucking the Bear. He's in the Bear, right? The show on FX about the chefs. Vanessa Kirby's a great actress in her own right. We already know Pedro Pascal got it, and people were saying that he's oversaturated right now. But I mean, whatever, man. Pedro Pascal is fine to me. Um,
In every single movie that's come out this last couple months. He sure is.
he's in I will say I won't disagree. He isn't everything right now. And freaking Joseph Quinn was fine in this as well. Like they were all good and they were able to make the best out of some of the lines and out of some of the scenes that they had.
Hmm.
But it's just like as a whole, it just wasn't it wasn't fitting together for me. And I could not, I did not like this movie. I didn't think it was good. I did, and I'm still wrestling with. I'm a little lighter on the movie now than I was initially, but that still doesn't change the fact that this movie is about nothing. And it's just frustrating because I would have liked to have seen them fight. I would have liked to have seen them have, an actual something for them to do and not
Right.
just like Reed almost got ripped apart.
Which
Okay.
for
Like
him to be Mr. Stretch, he shouldn't have been able to be ripped apart at all.
but the thing is, he wasn't even stretched that far.
Right.
Like fucking go
As
back to
opposed to
2005 or whatever when the first Fantastic Four movie came out in the theaters and that Reed Richards was fucking twisting
using
up, twisting down, going left and right, all types of different shit, sliding his hand under doors, forming his hands.
exactly.
And this was 2005. You mean to tell me in 2025 they couldn't at least have this motherfucker do something that wasn't, oh, I need to get that drink of water. Stretch, got it. Oh no, I gotta pull a lever. Stretch, pulled it. Oh, I gotta climb a building. Stretch, 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 stretch. I'm up here. Like, what the fuck?
Right. Like the other Mr. Fantastic, I think he could like stretch his entire body, even his abdomen, to like a parachute type thing. Even like
Yeah, like they didn't do nothing cool. Like, I would damn, you almost got me about to lose $44 already, but at least, at least from what I recall, in the 2015 Fantastic Four, at least that Mr. Fantastic did some shit too.
yep.
But I ain't giving him that
Yep.
$44 out of fight.
Listen, even the thing in that 2015 version was better.
I don't think anything beats the original thing. I'm sorry. I know people clown on that costume, but I don't give a shit. It was 2005. It was practical effects. What else do you fucking want? Um, and it's clobbering time. Like
He
if you
said he didn't say that, but he did.
I didn't say that. That's not my thing. Okay, it's clobbering time. Like
Yeah, that was the driest clobbering time. I wouldn't even. I'm like, oh, you gonna clobber me? Like,
that clobbering time was so dry it dried up the strip club. I'm sorry, I just want to be crazy about it. But but yeah, I don't know, man. Like those are really like my over. Like I'm just going to really just say I didn't like it. What about you though? Be like enough from me. Let's get
no,
more from
I already told you. I went into it and I definitely said, you know what? I from watching the trailers, I did not like it. I did not like the thing's eyebrows. They bothered me. I went in there. They still bothered me even on the big screen. It was I watched all of it. Like I don't fall asleep at movies unless the movie is like really, really dry. I watched the entire thing, but it didn't give me the kind of excitement that Marvel movies usually give me.
me.
So It wasn't. I'll watch it one time, but that was it. I probably will never watch it again.
Yeah, I mean, I would only watch it just to look at it. Like it's a very visually pleasing movie. The score is really good. I'm not gonna hold you. The score is good, and there's like little things in the movie that are enjoyable, but those are like very few and far between. And the movie's not even 2 hours. It's just like an hour 40 something minutes.
It felt like it was 2 hours,
It felt
probably because the long conversations that were
oh God,
unnecessary.
those conversations, man. It's just like I get it. Like don't get me wrong. Don't get in here in the comments and kill me. Like I get it. They had to. It's a big question. It's a big deal. But I don't know, man. Maybe this wasn't the first step we needed to take with this iteration of Fantastic Four. Um, but it's the one that we got. So, real quick, let's talk about that post credit scene. So, I thought the cartoon they played was really nice. It was cool. Made me want to watch that
Yeah.
cartoons. That was cool. I don't think it was really any other post credit scene ever did, right? No, 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 no. I wasn't no, no, so, no.
The comic was, I think, more for nostalgia's sake.
Yeah. All right. So we got to address the whole Doctor Doom
Look,
size elephant in the room.
so Sue Storm is a bad mom. I just want to put that out there. She's a bad mom because you hear your child in there talking, and then you walk in there and you see a stranger, and you just pause.
Now she was about to attack.
She should have just went off. Like, she's a bad mom.
You can't always go guns blazing. You don't know if they got the kid hostage.
If I see some strange man that wasn't in my living room when I went to the kitchen, now it's in my living room talking to my child, I'm crashing out. I'm going off. Like, I'm not. There's no
That's
calmness
more,
about that. Like,
especially with how tough she was coming early in the movie. She's trying to kill your nephew. Kill her.
right,
Kill her. Kill the bitch. But
right.
but but nah. So my thoughts on the post credit scene. Okay. Or the mid credit scene rather, whatever one it was. One day I just wish I could just get paid to show up and hold something in my hand and get paid millions of fucking dollars because that was actually Robert Downey Jr. sitting there. Even though you didn't see his fucking face and he held that damn stupid ass mask and the fucking boy touching his dumb ass face, that whole fucking thing was a waste of time. And I'm almost certain that they will not elaborate on that in Doomsday. I'm
Oh
almost certain
yeah,
that they will not elaborate on that. It will be a conversation. It will not, it will be tell, don't show.
yeah.
Like he came to my house. He took my child. I don't know why. So it's like, what's the fucking point? And then it's just like, and if y'all was going to do that, like, because first of all, Doctor Doom is such an iconic villain. He's
Right.
so iconic. We're so hyped for him to come back or make his debut in the Marvel universe, even though he's just being played by Robert Downey Jr., which is a whole other thing, and we're not gonna get into. But it's like, come on,
He
give
could
him
have
some
blew through
fucking
that wall.
yeah, like give
He came
him.
in nice and quiet. He should have blew the wall up.
He
Like,
could have said something. If he would have just said, "Hello, Susan," like something, like he did nothing. He sat there and was like being really weird with a kid.
yeah.
It's just I don't know, man. Like this is why I'm concerned about Doomsday to an extent, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be just it's going to be a good movie. I'm sure, if not for anything but the spectacle, and the spectacle was the one thing that was lost on this movie.
Hmm.
That's it. So I don't know. B, you got any other thoughts? Because I'm just gonna keep talking in circles.
No, no other thoughts. Like I said, I'll never watch this one again, but I'll watch that 2015 one over and over and over.
All right. So listen, like I said, next year we the fan four stick. Okay. We'll be talking about being poor stick, and I will be seeing what $44 on the line. We might try to get some guests for that one too. Might try to get some guests. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But that's gonna be one. Okay, it's gonna be a good one. So
We're
stay
gonna have
tuned.
to have a
$44
debate
on the line.
about this. All right.
But yeah, let's talk about the ratings. So B, let's start with you. What would you rate this movie out of 5 stars?
A two.
A two?
Two. Yeah. I'll give it a two.
Okay. I'm right there. I'm 2.5. Okay, I'm halfway there. This is a halfway decent.
You're halfway there.
There. I'm 2.5, especially after rewatching it. There are some things, like I said earlier, there are some things that were enjoyable. There are some things that I did,
Mhm.
find find interesting. The set, like I said, the design, the look of the film is outstanding. But
The
I,
plot is why it got a two.
yeah, everything else was just like, God dang. I even talked to somebody who defended this film, like said that Superman wasn't better than this movie, said, all types of shit. Say all types of shit. Was really defending this movie. I talked to them recently. I said, Fantastic Four is still trash though. I was like, I still couldn't get with it. He was like, well, I mean, they introduced Dr. Doom. I was like, did they though? He was like, hey man, Doomsday is coming out. So it's like even people who initially wanted to defend this film don't seem to have it in them anymore to continue to defend this film, which says a lot.
It's kind of up there on the shelf with what's that Avengers movie that everybody hated?
You talk about Age of Ultron.
Yeah, there you
See,
go.
but Age of Ultron was actually good. Like Age of Ultron was still good. It's just not the best.
Right.
It is on the lower tier of Avenger films, but it's not. Like, you can have valid reasons to defend Age of Ultron. Defending this Fantastic Four first steps, I don't know what you got to pull out your hat, but you got to defend it somehow. I'm not going to try to defend it. I'm going to fucking put this film down under my boot and stomp it into the ground. This was awful. Okay, it was
I'll
a waste of
defend.
my fucking time when I saw this in the theater. I don't fall asleep at the movies like that. I don't fall asleep in the movies at all, really. I didn't even fall asleep during Captain Mid-America. And I
I
saw
wish
that
you
shit
could
twice
see
in the theater.
my face.
I saw that shit
I
in the
wish
theaters.
you could see my face right now. Sure. I don't fall in the theater fall asleep in the theater head ass.
I've been doing it a lot recently, but I've been tired. Okay, life is lifing. Okay, so I sit in that nice cozy theater sometimes. I get a little comfortable, get my nice little cup, you know what I'm saying? Drinking my nice delicious soda, eat my popcorn. I fall asleep sometimes. And it takes forever for the movie to damn start. So, if the movie didn't catch me within the first 5 minutes after all them 25 minutes of previews, I might be falling asleep. But I want to get back on track here. Okay. About me,
You're like,
but
enough about me.
Four, okay? Because and I've only fallen asleep with the bad ones. Don't do that. And this one was one of the bad ones.
Any conversation that looms longer than like 5 minutes, 5, 10 minutes.
What they talking about?
Right.
I'm
You're
over
like, you get up like, what happened?
Yo, what
Like
happened?
nothing. Nothing happened. Like,
But that really did happen in this movie, yo. Like for real. Like I was sitting there and I was like, oh shit. Like, yo, I miss anything? Now
no.
they still talk about the same thing? Yeah. All right, cool. Yo, they still talking? Yeah. What they talk about? The same thing. I miss anything? Well, you missed the Silver Surfer backstory. Oh, for real? Yeah, but it was okay. Oh.
It wasn't like great. Like
Well, no, but you made it sound a lot better than what it was.
it was like maybe the highlight of the time of that whole situation in that movie at the time. Maybe
There was
that's what it
nothing
was.
like I saw that backstory for her ass, and I was so underwhelmed. I said, "This is what was so good." The bitch was just on the beach and got
I was about
abducted.
to say In context,
was taking
in
the.
in context of what was going on outside of her backstory, that was probably the best part of what was going on.
I mean, I guess everything surrounding it, him chasing her through the city and trying to have her watch the or listen to the transmissions and shit. I mean, yeah, I guess that was interesting.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is why you act like that.
Yeah, well, that didn't save the movie.
It didn't save the movie.
Shit. It ain't saying this motherfucking
I'm
movie.
like, and didn't he wind up eating her world anyway?
Yeah, I think no, her world was spared.
Oh, okay.
I think hers was spared. I don't know, but if he didn't take her world down, he gonna take it down now because she done betray his ass. But that's a whole nother thing. But I mean, hey, that's. I mean, yeah, like I said, man, like there was Captain Mid America, okay,
Which I'll watch again before I watch this.
eh.
I watched Thor: Love and Thunder before I watched this.
But see, the thing is, like those films were actually like they went somewhere. The plot was always going somewhere.
Yeah,
Mid-tastic Four
it
or
was not.
Fantastic Mid, it stayed stationary for a lot of it.
It was
And
fantastic baby backstory.
this is this is the first family of Marvel. This is the Stretch Man, the Fireman, the Rock Man, and the Invisible Girl. Like they are supposed like there's no reason both incredible films entertained me more.
Mm.
And hot take, I haven't formally talked about The Incredibles 2, but it was the lesser movie compared to.
Now you're just rambling.
I am. All right, you know what? You know what? Fine, 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 fine. We'll save that for another day. We'll save that hot take for another day in 2026. Okay. But
Okay.
but right now, that's it. Yeah, two stars out of five, 2.5 stars out of five. Fantastic Four First Steps. It's now streaming on Disney Plus. Check it out, give it a watch. And yeah, that's it. That's all we got. We all done here.
Yep.
All right, so thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed this review, make sure you hit that like button down below, subscribe to the channel. Do something else fantastic by following us on all social media. We're on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. Yeah, that's right. You read that all down there. Facebook, all those links down there. Find us, follow us, check us out. We will be dropping content all the time. Yeah, and that's it. So really appreciate you guys tuning in. And until next time, be easy, stay breezy. Brick Wall Reviews.
Jesus.
Fantastic Mid. All right, I got it.